we've just left our campsite, which we was camped right up there behind them bushes, so we had a view over there. Look at that beautiful view. Good morning, my name's Angela and this is Wayne, and this is the Adventures with Angela and Wayne. We are doing the North Coast 500 and we're doing some of Scotland. We did a little bit of Cumbria, but it's mainly these vlogs are on the North Coast 500, which is where we are today. We've just left an area called Gairloch, and we actually stayed at the campsite last night, Gairloch Holiday Park, and now we're just this morning, it's 9:30, and we've got a boat trip booked for 10 o'clock. I told Wayne about it last night because he's been getting lots of surprises, only because I wanted to make sure we was up and out and ready for the time to catch the boat. Yeah, so it's not a big boat trip. I think he only takes 6 to 8 passengers, which would be nice. So I'm not sure how many be on board this morning. It's a 90-minute trip. It's an absolutely glorious morning. A few clouds in the sky, but very warm. So I have long trousers on for the boat trip, but to be honest, I think I'm going to be putting shorts on when I get back in the van. Yeah, looking forward to this boat trip. It's our second one. The other one was a massive boat trip. We went on like a ferry type one. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, go back and have a watch. That was when we was up near John O'Groats. Yeah, so we're about 3/4 of the way down the other side, the west coast of the North Coast 500. We still have 5 more nights to go on our way back home. We will take you along with us. Gairloch Hotel. And another petrol garage. We've just started seeing the petrol garages. We was just saying yesterday, we don't see many petrol garages. So, yeah, we've seen 2 or 3 in the past day, so that's really good.
Well, that's a nice surprise. Just drove from the Gairloch campsite, like 5 minutes around the corner. Easy for parking. We're in like the fishing harbour, so there's plenty of parking along this edge here. I can see a shack up there, says something like Herdeen Wow Cruises. There's a little shed next to where we've parked, selling langoustines, fresh seafood, not open at the moment. I think we're going out, there's another little concession over there, glass bottomed boat. So Angela's surprised me and we're going to be going out on the glass bottomed boat. Love a boat trip. Really looking forward to this, to be honest. Be nice. We went out on the other boat trip, you'll see on the other video, all the birds nesting on the cliff edge. That was really nice. That was the highlight of the trip. We didn't get to see much wildlife in the water. Might be a bit different today, I don't know. So find out. So we're now down on the harbour. A couple of seconds walk from where we parked. It's a proper fishing setup here. A few little boats. Now this one actually says Alice, glass bottom boat. I'm thinking that's what we're on. Angela don't like small boats. She don't particularly like big boats. It's a calm day. I don't think you'd want to go out on that if it was really wavy. It's like a mill pond out there, so it should be really nice. Really looking forward to it.
Now the 2 sets of binoculars that are out there are for
use of binoculars on here.
acceleration bit out of the way. I don't want anybody falling off the seat. But I will let you know as soon as it's over.
There's the
and you'll
slipper.
be all safe then. Here we go. No, that's it. You can let go now. That's about it. We're really
Might be
accelerating.
going fast.
We're going to be breaking waves and all sorts like that. You can see how awkward they are to spot though. They're so well camouflaged. It's incredible.
There he is.
You do get both species together. That's the problem. The way to tell is to look at the profile of the head. If it goes down like a Roman nose onto the snout, then it's Atlantic grey. If it's got like a little puppy dog snout, so it goes in a tiny little puppy dog snout, it'll be a common.
Keeping an eye on us.
So that one's definitely Atlantic grey.
There he is.
If you ever see the way they sit, they sit like a banana occasionally.
Really good boat.
And they'll have the flippers quite high up.
It's cheeky.
He's gone over there. There he is.
So,
Oh, wow.
so what we've got in here is some crabs. I'll get this the right way around so we can all see it. This is the crab with the most unfortunate name you could have. This is your edible crab. And I can tell you, it's a girl, it's a hen crab. Would you believe I've had her out before? Because I recognise the claw. It's the second time I've caught her now. And she's quite a nice little size, isn't she? Quite easy. Now these are very lethargic crabs. So does anyone want to hold the crab? Anybody?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I'll have
There we go. All yours. We've got another edible one. This is a little baby edible here.
Oh my goodness.
Go on, out you go.
Don't drop her.
And she's not going to let go, so I'm going to leave her. Let's bring. So I mentioned the rounded sides. This one has rounded sides, so therefore it's a hen crab. It's a female crab again. This pattern underneath being rounded. This crab is slightly different. It's got lovely red eyes. Crab. It feels velvety. I did ask someone on the boat. I said, "So what do you think it's called?" They said, "It's all velvety." What do you think it's called? And we went Sebastian. It's not. Okay. That one's lethargic. You see, it's not really doing much. It's going to think about getting the right way around in a minute. So that's two species. Have we got a third? Yes, we have. I mentioned about sexing them. Now when we have a look at this, it's square on the sides. It's angular. So it's a boy crab. It's a cock crab. So now this is a green common shore crab. And if you have a look, you might be able to make out these little upside down eyebrows. And they all have that. This one's green and yellow. They're not always green and yellow. There we go. We've got a little starfish. Nice to actually come up with 3 species of crab. I'm really chuffed with that.
Right, so we've just done the glass bottom boat trip. Meant to be a 90-minute tour. I think we ended up out there on 2 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, just over 2 hours.
What do you think?
Awesome. Yeah, the trip well worth doing if you're going through that area.
Yeah.
He was comparing it to the trip that we done out from John O'Groats on the boat. That was quite a big boat.
Yeah.
Enjoyable, it was good. But these small ones, a bit more personable. There was 10 of us on the boat.
Yeah.
The skipper, really nice guy.
Lovely man.
Loved his job. Yeah, it was nice. Finally got to see the seals.
Yeah.
Got it on the camera there. I'm hoping that you managed to see a few in the water, and then we got one that actually went out of the water, and he's bouncing up and down on the seaweed. The skipper was saying the reason why they do that is when they've eaten, it helps their digestion, so they'll go on the land, bump up and down on their belly, really good. Recommend the boat trip.
Yeah. And also, he was really passionate about his job. He actually loved pleasing people, so he tried to promise to show us it was like all the chicks and birds, the wildlife that were hatching, and he did. He found us loads of babies, didn't he? That on the rocks with their parents, basically.
Yeah.
He pulled out a lobster cage, but he calls it something else. What does he call it?
Krill, I think. So it's like a box, and he showed you where the crustaceans can crawl through like 2 net holes that they then drop into the cage and they can't get out. But it's illegal to fish that loch, so they've stopped trawling and they've stopped krill fishing. So the only way he can do that, he does that for just to catch them, to show people, and then he puts them back into the water.
Yeah, so he will throw them back, and he baits the cage every night, so it all gets emptied, puts a different lot of bait in. He said sometimes I can pull it up and there might not be a thing in there, so it all depends whether they've taken the bait, but it all goes back in the lock, doesn't it?
Yeah, throws them all back. So he had 4 or 5 different species of crab in there, as you see on the video.
Yeah.
The massive one was an edible crab. And then the small little black one there was amazing. When you felt it, it was like, it was velvet.
Yeah.
So it was kind of furry on the top. Yeah, it was good.
And he had a couple of little starfish in there, and then they threw them back, obviously. But yeah, it was just really good to see what was in that loch, and yeah, it was just really interesting, wasn't it?
Lovely.
And that 2 hours went really quick because it was that interesting. Anyway, so before we have our lunch, we started on our journey down to the wee campsite, and we're going to stop off somewhere for lunch.
It's about 1 hour and 10 minutes, more or less.
To our next destination.
From the fishing pool down to the wee campsite. Oh, so drove about 20 minutes, half an hour from the fishing village where we went out on the boat trip, and we just drove through some epic scenery. So we've pulled up, elevated in one of the viewing spots. Give you an idea, that's the road that we come up. Really lovely. Nice scenery through this bit. As we said, I believe on some of the other videos, you drive around the top of the NC500. Still awesome views, but very flat, not so hilly. For us, this mountainous regions with, yes, waterfalls, windy roads, really nice.
Right, so we decided to stop off and have our lunch and our coffee whilst enjoying the beautiful views en route, didn't we?
Loch Marie, that is.
Loch Marie. There we go. You see her in the distance?
It's a big old loch, that one.
Yeah. Lots and lots of pulling places and parking places, and they all provide outside. You can see the bins just past Wayne's Arm. You can see the bins, so there's no reason for anyone to cause rubbish or litter on the road. Most pulling places have got a bin. So yeah, just really, really nice to be able to sit and enjoy these views. Right, so we've just arrived at the wee campsite, and that is overlooking Loch Carron. Massive big loch down there. Oh look, you can walk down there to the main street, which we'll show you later. So, just got to find out where we pitched.
Where are we?
The wee campsite.
We're at the wee campsite, and it is wee as well, right? We've pre-booked the pitch again. Good we did, really. There may be room here, I'm not sure. I know there's room for tents to turn up because some people just turned up. We're parked here. You can see some reserved spots through there. This is the front row of the camper vans. You've got picnic benches down there on the grass, and it looks out onto Loch Carron, all the way out there. It's become a bit overcast, not as sunny as the last few days. A little bit muggy. Perhaps, yeah, the sun's warmed us up a little bit and the clouds have come over and it's gone a little bit muggy. I'm going to have a walk up to the toilets and the shower block. Apparently they are tiny. Well, we find out in a sec. Not overly expensive here. Paid a tenner for the pitch, £2.50 each. And then £2.50 for the electric hookup, so £17.50 all up. So half the price of the last site that we went to, that was £35.
Yeah.
There we are there. Looking out onto that. Showers and toilets, got some drinking water outside. All organised with his recycle. So you've got one area fits all. Washing up area. Sinks. Nice little shower. And another toilet. Little information board. Not bad, is it? Very basic, but clean. Obviously clean it every day. Just trying to see what else is out here. A nice little site. Again, I'll show you from the top so you can actually see the extent of the site. So the tent pitches at the top here, 2 layers, and then camper van and caravan pitches there, 2 layers, and that's your lot. Hence why it's called the wee campsite. Nice little find. Angela comes up trumps again. We have booked, we just spoke to the site warden. We've booked one of the restaurants. There's a hotel restaurant and there's a bistro. He said the bistro's really nice. Angela checked and that's the one that she's actually booked for tonight. He did say you'll really struggle getting in if you haven't booked. But we have. So looking forward to a nice meal tonight.
Right, so we're just on our way out to the bistro at Loch Carron. Pre-book. That's the only advice I can really give, because apparently the owner of the campsite actually said you're really lucky to get in there because people do pre-book it. And we found that with so much on the NC500, you just need to pre-book everything. Now, if you want a site overlooking the loch, go for 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10, and that'll be the view you get over the loch if you've got a motorhome or a caravan. The ones behind are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the opposite side, and then tents at the top, and tents can go at the bottom. They mainly put the tents at the top, and they've got picnic tables. It's a really nice little site. We're quite happy with this one. It cost us £10 for the pitch, £2.50 per adult. Under 14s are free, and if you've got an electric hookup, it's £2.50. So our total cost was £17.50. We had a lochside view last night, and it was £35 or £34. So it's quite a difference. Here he comes.
Angela's all ready to go out.
Yeah. All ready for dinner. I'm hungry.
Ready for dinner, she's hungry.
Yeah. We're going to go down this little pathway to get to the main street.
Smile for the camera now, come on.
Smile for the camera.
You're on holiday, you're supposed to do these things.
Oh, I've been smiling all the way. It's lovely.
As long as you're smiling, that's fine.
You got to keep the evidence, eh?
That's not a Scottish accent though, is it?
Chatting to the locals. Yeah, right opposite the campsite, across the little road. There's a walkway down. This apparently takes us to the town. We misbehaved this afternoon. You're allowed to do it now and again. We had a kip. We done the boat trip. Got to this wee campsite. And it started spitting. We could have gone for a walk. We could have gone out on the bikes. We could have done a lot of things, really. We didn't. We got the quilt down. We snuggled up. We had a nice sleep. So we woke up all refreshed. And we've got this bistro meal now. Just about to get out onto the high street. Oh, shops, ice cream vans, arcades. It's unreal. Have a look at this. You wait till you see the other way. It's unbelievable. Look at that lot. All nothing. Natural beauty. No hustle bustle. We've been brought up in mainly residential areas. We live in a semi-rural area now, I suppose. Got a lot of stuff on our doorstep. We come from a place called Morden in Essex. Now that's not Morden, there's a Morden in London, M-O-R-D-E-N. We live in Morden.
Morden with an O, isn't there? M-O-L-D-E-N.
Oh, well there's 3 apparently. Morden, M-A-L-D-E-N. Yeah, famous sea salt. Morden. Plus, if you come to Morden and go down to where the water is, there's a little fish stall. Now, them oysters that I was going to have yesterday that was swiped off the menu in the fish shack. They were, I don't know what they were, like half a dozen for a tenner or something.
No, it was 3 for £4.50.
Right, it's about £1.50 each.
Yeah.
Morden, 50p each. Fresh as a day.
Bargain.
A bit of lemon, or whatever you want on them, Tabasco sauce. 50p each. Half a dozen for £3. Right, they're bang up to date here. They've got electric points for the cars. Took us a lot shorter than we thought. 10-minute walk up the road. That is the smallest petrol station in the world. Just there, you've got a little spa, and we're going in here, the Bistro Loch Carron. Lovely little bistro there.
We'll try and get the menu in for you to have a look at, starting with puddings, main course and starters. Wayne is saying here that there are 2 sit-ins, one at 6 o'clock and one at 8 o'clock, and we had the earlier one at 6 o'clock. The menu isn't massive and there's approximately 5 mains and 5 starters, and you do find that in a lot of little bistro restaurants. Okay, so Angela has ordered the blue cheese salad for starters and Wayne has ordered the meatballs for starters. Okay, for my main I ordered the chicken with white wine sauce and vegetables, and for Wayne's main he ordered the calf's liver with root vegetables. We also ordered a lovely bottle of red Rioja wine, and we always have a glass of water with our dinner also, complimentary of the bistro. And for our final course, the dessert, I ordered the strawberry panna cotta with homemade shortbread vanilla biscuits. And Wayne ordered the hot chocolate fondant with hazelnut praline ice cream. Oh boy, was it yummy. Right, so we've just eaten across the road there at the bistro. Oh, food was absolutely to die for. Wayne's just paid the bill and come out. So yeah, food was really lovely. Obviously not cheap, but for quality food it was lovely. Really enjoyed the food, didn't we? His face says it all.
Little place, you can see it there. The bistro.
It's near next to the spa.
You'd never know to walk in there. No airs and graces, nothing at all.
Yeah.
Little pine tables. So no airs and graces. The food, the chefs in there.
Yeah, they're really friendly as well, like the waiter and waitress, and the chefs chat to you, don't they? They're just really nice.
I don't think you could ever eat better food than they're serving in there. It's one of the best meals I've ever had.
Yeah, it was really nice. Anyway, this is our view for tonight as we walk home.
Isn't it lovely?
So, we're on our way back to the campsite now. We're going to head back anyway because we don't want a late night, and we're just going to sit in, and Wayne's going to catch up with football, I'll catch up with a bit of reading, and ready for another start tomorrow. Hey, hun?
Big day tomorrow, apparently. A few more surprises.
A few more things along route.